I'm your host, Philip Jacks, and I'm so glad that you're here. I'm so glad that you made it. Here's an honest question of mine. Have you ever had that feeling after you've put in many hours, many days, many weeks into anything really, only to start questioning if there's a point to it all? Only to question if you're on the right track at all? I know I talk a lot on here about truly believing you're doing exactly what you're supposed to do. Truly believing that everything happens for a reason. And I do believe that. Deep within my core, deep in my heart, I know that I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. One cool thing about us humans is our ability to hold contradicting viewpoints. We're able to believe two separate things, even if both of those things directly go against each other. So I could believe that everything happens for a reason, and at the same time, I could also doubt, I could also wonder if I really am exactly where I'm supposed to be. Does it all happen for a reason? This question spawns out of me wondering when I'm going to find my groove. I've been doing this for a while now, and I could just tell that I haven't found it yet. I'm not quite there. There's still something I'm missing. To me, that means there's still some foundation I haven't built up yet. The frustrating thing is not knowing what that thing is. It's the waiting, really. It's waiting for that idea, that inspiration, that opportunity. The one that we know that when it pops up, it's right for us. That comes with a lot of faith, a lot of trust, a lot of believing. Because if you could relate, you know that it takes a lot of patience. It's patience needed to do the same thing every single day, believing that it's the right thing to do, even if it's not creating the outcomes that you want it to create. I'm in this phase of rapid trial and error. I get so many ideas every single day. Actually, when I think about it, there's some days that I get so many ideas, and those stick out to me. But then there's the more discouraging days where it feels like I have nothing. Regardless, I go through so many different choices, so many different decisions, so many of these ideas, testing them out, seeing which ones work. It's usually little things. They're ideas for little bits of efficiency or a little bit more fulfillment. They're not usually life-changing ideas. And I guess that's what I'm looking out for now. I'm looking out for that life-changing idea. And by life-changing, all I mean is changing the direction I'm going in. It's not easy believing in yourself without any proof that this will all work out. I used to believe that in order to be successful, and this definition of success has to do with status, fame, wealth, relationship, fitness, having it all. To achieve that level of success, you had to be a little bit crazy. You had to be almost a little bit messed up in the head, but messed up in all the right ways. Because in order to follow one's dream or follow an idea that seems bizarre to everyone else because they've never seen it done before, you have to really trick yourself at times. The crazy part is in being able to trick yourself that it's already happened. It already works. It's already successful. It's the right thing to do. Believing in something that has evidence is easy. Believing in something with a lack of evidence, now that's a different level of faith. Some people use it right, and some people are still learning. But a common theme among the people I talk to, or even ultra wealthy, ultra successful people that I read about or listen to interviews on, all have a similar beginning. At one point in time, they had to believe in something that no one else believed in. I don't think you could really make it without that belief. I believe the people that had it handed to them, whether it is fame, stardom, wealth even, well, if they're not taught right, at the sign of their first real difficulties, their first real challenges, they lose it all. They give up. But the people who learn right and who really built all that up themselves, something as small as a challenge or a difficulty, well, it's not enough to shake their belief. In truth, I have no clue who I'm even trying to talk to right now. I have no clue who I want to truly help. Maybe I have an idea, but then I have even less of an idea of how I want to help. The one constant in my life is that I want to be of service to others. I want to help others. My latest doubts come in when I think about how I want to do that. What's my plan? What's the strategy? What's the goal? I feel like I used to be clear on what I wanted to do, and I pursued those different ideas, only for them to not feel right. It didn't feel correct in my heart. It felt like something was off. Something was missing. And one of my tenets is all about knowing that I'm where I'm supposed to be on my path, when I feel it in my heart, when I know that all my actions are coming from love, when I feel like I'm really making an impact, not from fear, but from that experiencing of love, where I experience love, I help others experience love. So yeah, sometimes I do doubt the details of the direction I'm going in. I've never doubted once the big picture being that I want to serve others. I want to help them live the lives that they're meant to live. It's alright that I don't have the details figured out yet. I'll figure it out because I haven't given up. I haven't given up on myself. I haven't given up on the people I want to help. So I will keep going until I find the way. And at the very least, everything that I experience now is an opportunity to learn. All the hardships I feel, it is going to have value. I sometimes wonder if this stays exactly as it is, never grows, never shrinks, and I did this for 10 years. What would happen on that 10-year anniversary? What would happen to the show after 10 years of showing up every single day for 3,653 days-ish? I'm committed to showing up as long as it takes until I figure it out. If that means I have to give the next 10 years of my life to figuring out how to do it, then I'm going to do it. All of this starts with my resolve. All of this starts with how committed I am. I once heard this quote, and I'll have to paraphrase it here, but the quote goes something along the lines of, how easily you lose something in your life depends on how easily it came into your life. If something comes into your life quick and easy, then you'll lose it quick and easy. But if you work hard for something and put in time and effort and energy, if you're committed to something and you finally achieve it after hours, days of painstaking effort, then it's not something you'll so easily lose. It's something that would actually take effort to lose. I always think about that with relationships, for instance. If someone just jumps into my life out of nowhere and we become really good friends really fast, well, it means that it's possible to lose those friends just as fast. I feel as though I'm experiencing some of that now. There have been some people in my life that I've known for quite a while, but at the start of our friendship, our relationships, well, it happened really fast, and we all got really close. And although we've been friends for a while, it feels as though a switch flipped. I don't know when, I have an idea, and all of a sudden it's not quite what it used to be. Something's changed and I don't know what. Change is inevitable, but change that takes something away, well, that depends on how fast it came into your life. If you work really hard for the money you earn, or if you work really hard to build a business or build a dream, it's not something that can crumble overnight. Yeah, you'll have challenges. Yeah, there'll be moments where things are up and down, but that won't stop you. If you just get handed a company, if you get handed a business, if you get handed wealth, it's much easier to lose it. Think about all the stories of lottery winners that gain all this money and then lose it just as fast and are right back to where they started. That's no coincidence. Everything happens for a reason. So I know that if I put the next decade of my life into building something, building a brand, building a service, building a movement, then it becomes such a part of who I am that it's not going to crumble. It's not going to disappear that fast. There would have to be a long line of mistakes and red flags that I didn't see and learn from and pivot from. To end this all off, I just have to say it's okay to feel doubts. It's okay to wonder. It's okay to question. My advice would be to leave the questioning and the doubting to the details. But don't forget your big vision. Don't forget your dream. Don't forget what your heart is calling you to do. I promise you that doesn't change. At least, not easily. The how will easily change all the time. But your what, your why, the goal you want, and why you feel that you need to achieve that goal, that's more solid. That's your foundation. So don't lose that. It's a big part of who you are. And the world needs that. The world needs you. Believe in yourself. Give love to yourself. Fill your own cup first. Fill your cup so that you have more to give to others. You know that feeling of overwhelming love. Overwhelming to the point that you have tears brimming on the corner of your eyes. Reach for that love. Get that love. Channel it into the work you do, the people you help, the impact you want to make. All you need is within you now. Remember to always fill up with the love, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. I love you.